Hello, I'm Myla Short, and today I will be telling you about my business idea. So, at the start of this whole entire course, my original problem that I was going to be solving was the lack of healthy food options in public high schools. The main reason why I geared toward this idea was because I'm in high school now, and I know how there aren't a lot of healthy food options that are offered at lunches or to the students during breakfast. And I thought it was going to be the perfect idea for me to solve this lack of healthy food problem that I see in high schools. And I even had in-person interviews with a student, her name is Taylor Hicks, a teacher, her name is Miss Short, and even a parent. And I thought these were going to be perfect people to receive feedback from about this idea. But as I got deeper into producing this idea and actually taking it one step further, I realized that it wasn't actually feasible. And to make changes to the food served at school, you need to take it to the federal level. And that would be a long shot if it even got approved. And this idea would not be good. Over time, after figuring out that this wasn't approved, I ended up changing it, but sticking with the idea of offering healthy food options, except not just to high schools, but to the whole entire community. So I would sell healthy food from a food truck, and that would be open to the whole community. And receiving feedback from potential customers is what really helped me get this idea of creating a food truck, because now my idea is feasible and sustainable. I received feedback from Miss May, and she mentioned how I should be sure that my idea is actually could be produced and become feasible before I got too deep into starting this business. And that was what set me off to the idea to create a food truck instead of focusing just on schools, because now I can reach a larger community. During this course, I read several chapters from Who Owns the Ice House book. And this helps me stay right on track and focus on what was next in starting a business and becoming an entrepreneur. The lesson that helps me the most is probably in chapter 4, and that chapter focused on becoming knowledgeable about everything that you need to know about opening and starting a business. And the reason why I think this is the most important is because without all this research I did about my food truck and my business idea, I don't think my idea would have been what it is right now at the end of this course, because this research really allowed me to figure out everything from where to I would actually be placing this food truck, to how I would be getting funding and actually starting up this business. Also, hearing advice from other entrepreneurs gave me the idea to want to have the correct mindset and take advantage of every opportunity that I'm given. The IHEP videos are what really showed me other entrepreneurs' advice and opinion about what they've gone through in starting their own business, and just give me some advice on what it takes to start a business. My value proposition statement is to provide customers with freshly grown, well-cooked meals from my food truck that are reasonably portioned and priced to better the people of the community. This statement helps me keep my idea focused on why I started this business and what I want my food truck to become. I want my food truck to help better the community and offer healthy foods to people that may not have the option to get these healthy, nutritious foods on their own. Coming up with your business idea is one thing, but the next step is figuring out how you're going to fund your actual business. And when it comes to my funding for my food truck, I don't think I would want to take a loan out of the bank, because after hearing about what other entrepreneurs did for their funding, I think I would like to try to start out with what I already have with the money saved up and maybe asking for a little bit of help instead of going through the bank, because taking out a loan put a lot of pressure on me and my business to make sure that we pay it back on time and don't become in debt. Once I start collecting the money that I need, even if I don't have enough, then I will reach out to some investors, because what this course has taught me is that it's okay to ask for help and people to help you with your business, because you don't have to do everything by yourself. The form of business structure that I would like to take is limited liability company. So with this type of business structure, I can receive benefits from a corporation and partnership. On the financial side, my personal assets won't be at risk for bankruptcy or lawsuits. Also, all profits and losses will be passed through my personal income without facing any corporate taxes. However, one disadvantage to this business structure is that it is considered self-employed. So I will have to pay self-employment tax contributions towards things like Social Security. But in all, this structure can be a good way for my food truck. This structure can be good for my business because I won't have to pay high tax rates and my personal assets will be protected. As of right now, my pricing, I thought long and hard about this because since I am parking my food truck outside of the University of Tampa, many college students aren't that wealthy, and if they are, they're putting all their money towards books and their classes and their living situations and tuition. So if I really want to make sure that my company will receive some sort of profit, I need to make sure my pricing is correct. So I'll be offering smoothies, and those would be about $6. The salads, which would be all farm fresh ingredients, will be about $12, and the sandwiches will be about $14. And the thing that we would like to be known for is our health bowls, which include all sorts of healthy ingredients and farm fresh food, and those would be about $13. I will offer military, first responders, and student and teacher discounts, and I think this will help me become personable with my customers and not think of them as just customers or people that are giving them money. These prices are a little bit high, and I thought that they were good, but I wanted to get another person's opinion, so I had an in-person interview with an 18-year-old named Lindsay Brock, and she would be the type of persona that I would think my food truck would be more directed towards, because she has actually applied to the University of Tampa, and I wanted to ask her if she thought that this business is a business that she would want to help support. And I asked her about my pricing, and she stated how she thinks the pricing is reasonable, since typical healthy food places are priced around the same amount. She also said most businesses that revolve around healthy food choices tend to be more expensive because of non-GMO foods or organic ingredients, since organic ingredients do tend to be a little bit more pricier. The next step is branding, and this is really what makes or breaks your business. Branding is important because this consists of your slogan, your logo, your title, your color scheme, and even your business reputation. So the name of my food truck will be Pure Plate, and my slogan is Farms to Plate, because I want to make sure the customers understand what my food truck's intentions are and why we do serve healthy food options and how we can be trusted. My logo is on the screen, and I thought this was a nice little way to be able to let people recognize that this is our company. Branding is essentially a symbol that conveys a promise, the experience one can expect, and what you say about your business. I want people to think of my business as very friendly and reliable and relatable. I want my workers to be kind to my customers, so eventually I will gain a larger group of customers. It's also all about finding your first customer, and your branding is what draws them in. So if you don't have a good branding, you may have trouble starting your business out and really gaining those reliable customers. My food truck in particular will be more directed toward college students, seeing as my food truck will be parked outside of a college. And the reason why I placed this there is because after doing a lot of research, I realized that the typical consumer of food truck items are between the ages of 18 and 35, and most college students are in between those age groups. And there is a lot of community flow around that area, which will allow me to gain a lot of different types of customers. Also, since I'm selling healthy food, I'm hoping to reach people that strive for bettering their health. So those are people like that go to the gym or trying to help the environment. I suspect those will be the type of people that will be ordering from my food truck. Also, more females, because I've done some research and females are typically more prone to trying to order healthier foods than males. Tampa is also a very wealthy community, and so that's why my prices are somewhat higher than what usually food would be priced coming from a food truck. So one of my short-term SMART goals is to grow my target audience. I don't want the same type of people to constantly be coming to my food truck. Even though if my business is going well and I'm receiving good profit, that's not the whole point. My whole point is to offer healthy foods to the whole community, not just a small little targeted market like of specific people. I'm trying to widen that group and trying to reach a lot of people in the community because I want to offer them healthy food options. I would like to reach this goal at least when my food truck has been open for a year. I feel like that's like a reasonable and measurable goal. At this point, I will have built up a good brand and more people would have heard of my food truck and will eventually grow my target market. And I hope that I will see this as my food truck will become busier and busier. One of my long-term SMART goals is to open up another food truck. However, this food truck won't just be focused on healthy foods, but larger meals and different types of healthy food options. So not just salads and smoothies and sandwiches. I hope to try and achieve this after 5 years of my food truck being opened. I feel like that is a measurable time because I would have been focused and gotten into the groove of handling one food truck, and after that I will also be financially stable. Opening this second food truck will allow me to reach out to more people, seeing as I am not parking this food truck just at the University of Tampa. I still haven't figured out what location I would like to park my second food truck at, but it will be in a different type of community setting. I feel as though this goal is achievable because my food truck, because many other food truck owners eventually open a food truck too, so this shows that it can be done. Differentiating from the competition is a main goal that you need to make sure that you start when you are becoming a business owner, because you don't want to be one-upped by your competition. You want to be the person one-upping your competition. So I've done some research on potential competitions in the Tampa area, and I found this restaurant called Naked Farmer, and they sell healthy food options, but the thing that will set me apart from them is 1, I'm in a food truck, not a restaurant. 2, I want to be more personable. I want the community to get to know my business and know that I'm reliable and know that we are trustworthy and we have all the good intentions of really helping the community with offering them healthy food options. And 3rd, my business will not be located in the same area, so hopefully we won't be crossing paths as much and having the same target market. When it comes to my next steps in this project, honestly, I'm still young, and as of right now, I don't honestly see myself starting this business as of right now. But in the future, I could see myself, if all my future plans don't go smoothly, I can see myself taking this business idea into the real world and actually starting up this food truck, because I don't think it's a bad idea and I've already done all this research, so why let it go to waste? My other goals outside of this course is probably to go to college for sports medicine and eventually become a physical trainer for sports players at the professional level. And this entrepreneur course just allowed me to gain more knowledge on a topic that I didn't really know much about. Thank you. I'm Myla Short, and that was my final presentation.